What's up, everybody?
So, guys,
Tonight is going to be a interesting night. Not here, but just for the world. Because, now to get into it, debate night.
fight night.
Yeah, it literally is going to be turned into fight night. Knowing how some of the candidates are. And I apologize if it's loud. We've got a big storm coming through here, so I'm sure you guys can probably hear it. Unfortunately, there's no noise canceling options I have over here, so we'll just have to kind of deal with it.
That's it, man.
Um,
Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Good day in general. Good start of the week. Day two. Uh, yeah, we figured, hey, if you guys didn't want to watch TV tonight, we'd bring you some good airplane debates. You know what I mean? Talk about airplanes, man. Just hang out and talk something different. Bring some joy to each other. So anybody do any good flying this weekend? What did everybody do? Anybody working on stuff? I know the MIG's a big topic. I got a lot of stuff done to mine. Mine's ready to maiden. A lot of you guys have been flying the MIG, having fun with it. What'd you get into, man? What you been doing, Dustin?
Work.
Besides feeding miniature horses.
Dude, I have no idea why my parents went and bought miniature horses. My mom,
They're
she's
dogs,
like,
man. Dogs.
I mean, I dare to say they're a little bit more than dogs. I don't know what you do with them. Like, I know some people like have like little carriages and the kids will ride with them, or they'll like the miniature horses will pull people around. I
Yeah.
don't get it. It ain't my cup of tea. Like, they're cool and all, but the motherfuckers are taking up my airfield.
Oh man,
So,
they're cute. Like I said, I got a client with Great Danes that are as big as they are, man. Oh, that's why I was picking on you. I said they're dogs.
right, right. Well, that's what I was telling my mom. I'm like, man, like, look, if they screw up, I'm telling you,
Huh.
they're going straight to the glue factory.
Yes, sir.
She's like, no, don't you dare.
All right, so
Yeah.
guys, let me tell you something. You guys see this sitting right here. Buddy of mine, Brian. You guys have seen him in some of my videos. If you're watching Brian, what's up, buddy? Brian's doing super good in flying, guys. He's moving quickly. He got Dustin's Maul. We've got him flying that. He's doing really well with it without safe. Got a couple other things. He just got a Cessna that he's flying really well. But this is his newest venture. And he brought it over to me last night, as a matter of fact, and wanted me to help him get it set up, get it built. And I was telling Dustin before the show tonight, if you guys haven't laid eyes on this one right here in person, let me just tell you, videos and pictures don't do it justice, man, because I'm going out. And I know Dustin loves a dual engine aircraft, and this one is absolutely beautiful. The finish on it is as nice as an L39, guys. Just right out of the box. Cockpit on it. I don't know if you guys, if I swing around a little bit, kind of slowly. Like I said, really, exactly. Pictures don't do it justice, guys. I mean, it's a big airplane.
And that's what she said.
Yes, exactly what she said. But pardon all the junk in the rest of the hangar, but it's super nice. Got a lot of room in the cockpit area, the fuselage here. I don't know if I can turn this where you guys can see up in here or not. Big battery bay. Super nice detail on the canopy and the pilots there. You got two pilots. We're going to actually light this cockpit, get it lit up. The landing gear on this thing is super nice. Yeah, Dustin, this is all you, man. You would love it, man. Besides my F7F Tiger Cat, I think this would definitely have to be one that would be right there with it, guys. So if any of you guys are thinking about pulling the trigger on this airplane, yeah, I'd say go for it because it is super super nice. What Wild Bill say? What about plastic bags? What plastic bags, Bill? What are you talking about, man? Um, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Um,
I know
got a
that.
good
Talk
crowd
about
here.
the plastic bag. That reminds me. I had to on my. Oh well, I know I did tell you this. I don't think I brought it up to the guys here. My and it ain't no big deal. My Mirage was missing some of the hard bits in it,
Okay.
and so I mean, literally, it was just send a picture to Motion. Like, hey, here's what's missing, and it's like, boom, like I didn't really have an apply like, we're sorry. I mean, not that it matters. It was just kind of like, all right, here it is, doop, tracking number. I was like, cool, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Um,
That's yeah.
I was like, that's
That's
what's up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, man, you can't beat Motion, man. I mean, they're great company. They look out for these, just like Alpha doing personal phone calls for the MiG and sending out, the servos. I've got my servos put in my MiG, by the way. I have the Fiery Booty, actually, guys, in the MiG, and I wanted to show you guys. This is super nice. This is Ray's business card, guys, Guniac. I hope you guys can see that. Ray, if you're watching, buddy, awesome job. Here's the other side of it, guys, with all of his information, contact information. Um, yeah. The installation in the MiG was cut and dry, straightforward. Very easily done, guys. It lights up. I actually put the foil tape in the tubes on my MiG, and I will be putting in the Nerf whistles as well, that I have ordered from a fellow YouTuber that made a comment on someone else's stands that they were making on Facebook for the F-22 out of PVC. And he made a comment, and Dustin, if you could drop his link in, I'd appreciate it, man. I actually commented when he said something about Nerf whistles and 3D printing them, and I was like, oh, hey, there you go, right there, man. So I reached out to him. His name's Brian, and Brian and I have been corresponding, and I've got my Nerf whistles coming, guys. And, I think if any of you guys want to put whistles in your jets, that's the way to go. I love the sound systems, but I tell you, for what Nerf whistles cost, you can't beat it, and they really, really do sound good. If you watch my F-16 videos, especially with the E-flite, you'll see how they sound at about a quarter throttle. Sound awesome. And I put 2 in that jet, and I'm going to put 4 in the MiG, and I've got 4 in my Freewing A10, and they sound incredible. So definitely check out Brian's YouTube link that Dustin just dropped, and you guys hit him up. Let him know if you want some Nerf whistles. He can hook you up on them, guys, and get those out there for you, and you'll love them. I mean, they really add something to your jets, along with the afterburners and things like that in them. So,
Yes, sir. I want to say I've subscribed to his channel. I don't think he's yeah, okay, I remember because I subscribed to him because he had the turbine, but there was something else he did. I've talked to this cat before. I'm terrible
okay.
with names. F-14. He had an F-14 or has an F-14. That's why.
Yeah. Okay.
Because when I was
Right.
like getting ready to make mine, and everybody's like, "This is how we'll have mine set up," and what have you, man.
Yeah.
If somebody mentioned they had F-14, I was talking to them like, "How do you set yours up? How do you like it? This or that. Everything."
Well, he's a super nice guy, and like I said, his name's Brian, and Just really, really, and I mean that quick. He got these whistles printed for me. I ordered 25 because I've got a couple of guys at our field that I've been telling them about them. They wanted some, so very quick. And he told me Sunday night he had them all ready. So I just sent him my information, and he's got them coming out to me. So yeah, you guys need any, go hit him up, man. Get you some. You'll be glad. Tell him Jeff's Custom RC sent you, and I appreciate it. And help a guy out, man.
And his nagging boyfriend sent you too.
That's it, man. That's right. Hell, that's what we all do, man. I'll tell you something else that's funny. Last night, when we got the fiery booties put into the MiG, my friend Brian, that I'm working on this plane for, he was over here. And he was like, man, he said, show me, let me see that fiery booty light up, man. I was like, all right, not a problem. So we got everything ready. He was behind the plane, and I hit the throttle, and I was holding on to the plane. Well, these intakes on this MiG are so big, guys. All of a sudden, something just goes, and I'm like, what in the world? So I killed the throttle. It sucked up a Ziploc bag in the intake, took it down the tube and into my fan like that fast. And thankfully, I killed the power quickly, but it tore that damn Ziploc bag all to pieces. And we were like, what? And it was blowing Ziploc bag out of the back of that fan. I'm lucky it didn't tear up my fan. Yeah, it was crazy. So don't have anything laying around. If you decide to run that throttle up and test your fans, make sure you got everything out of the way, because it'll definitely suck up some stuff. So I'm gonna send you a picture, Dustin, and check it out. This is from Mr. Kenny at Hangar 51. This is a really nice looking airplane.
It better not be a midget airplane.
Do what?
It better not be a midget airplane.
No, it's not. It's not a midget airplane, but it's nice looking. But yeah, if you want to throw a picture of that up, it looks really good. It's a nice job, Kenny, man. It looks really nice, bud.
I want to know more about the R2D2 he's got.
Oh, he's got an R2D2?
Yeah, look at the picture. So that's the thing, is I always notice stuff in the background. I've noticed stuff in the background first before I notice stuff in the, I'm going to have to, like, email this to myself real quick. Than the actual picture itself.
And I'm sitting here reading the chat. My wife, she's pissed about something. I don't know what.
Wait. Your wife's mad about something?
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah. I don't know what she was pissed about.
It says she was pissed. That's past tense. At least that's
right,
good
yeah.
for you
So
and I.
It's like, look, what was it? Dave Kowitski put up one time and says, somebody, because wife come in and said, I'm mad. He said, so you ask, still or again? Like, either way, you're going to get slapped. But yeah, I don't know if it was from the noise or what it was. Yeah, messed up perfectly good Ziploc bag. I think it was actually the bag that the afterburners came in from Ray, to be quite honest with you. But man, it startled the crap out of me, man. I mean, it sucked that bag up. And the intakes on this jet, guys, are like, I don't know, probably what, 2.5 feet? It sucked it up off my table, pulled it through the intake, and tried to blow it out the fan. And I didn't know what it was, and she was saying she thought I'd injured the dog. I'm worried about my fan in my jet. But fortunately, it was all good. I cut it off really quickly as soon as we heard it. And look, my buddy's sitting there looking up the tailpipe of this thing at the afterburners, man. And it's also, he's doing this. It was so funny. But yeah, he's like, what the hell was that? I'm like, man, I don't know. What was it? But it was a good thing there was no parts in it. But yeah, that thing, guys, it's got some power, man, to be sucking up. It's like a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh yeah, like I've had stuff like that happen. The F-14, when I was doing the EDF testing on it, it sucked like 3 or 4 zip ties up on it and like shot them out. Like didn't care. And of course, the first thing
Wait,
I'm thinking of is like, oh man, I like bent a blade or chipped the
yeah,
blade or something
yeah,
like
that's what I was
that.
thinking.
But luckily,
Yeah,
it didn't. Um, but still, that was pretty. That was pretty cool.
telling you, man. Well, you don't want to tear your mess up, especially if it's brand new. You hadn't even flown it yet, and you're like, damn, I'm gonna be busted a blade out of my fan.
Right,
Um,
right.
I was stressing. Um, and yeah, it was on the middle of the dining room table, so you know, I've had it up there for about a week, working on it.
Right.
But I got the HUD lit up in it. That looks really nice. Um, and then I noticed, look, the day I got my HUD lit up in the cockpit, I'm like standing back, I'm checking it out. I'm like, man, this looks really nice. And Mr. Skip Build RC throws up a video, and guess what he's done? He's
What?
lit up the cockpit. I'm like, I'll be damned. Oh well,
What?
Skip got her done.
He beat you
He's
to
on
it.
top of this one, man. But yeah, what's up, Nemo? How you doing, buddy?
He
Glad you
beat
could
you
make it
to it.
tonight, man. We got a good crowd, Dustin. We got almost 40 people in here, kind of in and out.
That's
Appreciate
what's
all you
up.
guys being here. Yeah, give us a holler out, man. Who all we got?
You saying as I'm about to have to cough. So we got the
Yeah,
usual guys. We got the guys that's the OGs, as I'll call them. We got Shadow Ops. We got your awesome supporting wife, your executive producer, as you call her,
right.
or we call her,
That's
Jermaine, Spencer, Roach Coach Hellis, George
Yes.
Watts, RC Stinga. Um, what's cool is
Great.
a few weeks ago, finally like met RC Stinger on one of the chats that we do that Dave hosts on Fridays after Dave Marshall hosts after Dave's RC. I was about to get tongue
I can't
tied.
make it late, man. You guys are killing me. I'm like, man, by that time I'm ready to go to bed. I'm like, damn. Y'all staying up all night. I'm like, man, I can't do it. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, well, I I left like at midnight, but typically like on those I'll stay up. I mean, we'll stay up like all night,
I
and
know, man.
it's
Y'all
just
trying to do the Kenny Marathon, man.
yeah, no, it's crazy. Um, I'm
What's
just
up, Brian?
I can't hang like that no more.
Hey, and Ryan, you need to check your Instagram, buddy. Okay, that's all I'm saying, man. All right, enough said. Check your damn Instagram, man. um, yeah, I get it, man. I'd like to hang out with y'all some, but it's like, man, time y'all doing that stuff after day. I'm tired, man. I'm like, good God, I'm
Mhm.
ready to bed. And then Saturday, we got up. I got up 6 o'clock in the morning this past Saturday morning. Got out to our field. Got my truck loaded up. We painted our clubhouse. Just cleaned up around the place. Did our yearly fall cleanup, weed eating, moving things around. Um, just really doing improvements on the building, taking out wood, putting up new wood. A lot of work. Borrowed a friend of mine's Titan sprayer, man, and sprayed the whole building with 2 coats of paint. And I'm gonna tell you, you can make quick use of 10 gallons of paint if you got the right sprayer, man. And I got that thing dialed in. Um, so we got that done. And then Sunday, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and went fishing on a friend of mine's charter type boat. He took me and my wife and my kid out fishing all day, and we caught drum, striper, and sea trout. Had a great day, man. Those are excellent memories. You can't ever replace or put a price tag on. So that was fun, and we ate fish for supper Sunday night, so that was great. Um, but yeah, man. So we didn't stop all weekend, and then I had stuff to do here around the house Monday. Getting the grass cut, things that I didn't get done over the weekend. So
Right.
yeah, didn't stop, man.
Hmm. Yeah, we didn't do too much. The wife and I went to the mall on Saturday. For some reason, we've been going to the mall a lot. I guess just to go and at least walk
Bring it.
around. Um, Friday I worked, finish up some deals. Or no, Monday I made the deal on some new machines. Not machining machines, fabrication machines. Sunday, what did we do Sunday?
Sunday, Sunday.
Oh, well, Sunday was our wedding anniversary. No sport day.
Oh, see, you already forgot.
No, I didn't forget. It was just like we actually did a lot this past weekend. So it's like, what did we do? What did we do in what day?
Yeah.
Had to service the truck, my diesel. Placed the oil filter, water separator, fuel filter, the other fuel filter. And then my dad comes out there and he's like, so growing up, me and my dad were like close. Um, but as we got older, we became close. So when I'm over there, because that's where the shop's at, to like work on cars and stuff, he'll like come out there like and just try to spend time with me, but also like try to help. Well, he decided that he wanted to take the filter out of the intake, and I've got an aftermarket intake on the truck, and to like blow it off. I was like, hey, that's cool. Knock yourself out. Because I was cleaning up and doing some other stuff with the filters and what have you, and bleeding the fuel system. Well, he managed to drop this one screw. It's a metric countersunk head screw. And I'm like, Pops, it's cool. I'll go to Ace Hardware, go to like the Town and Country. Like, they've got stuff like this. Like, no problem. I got 3 screws out of the 4. It's fine. It's okay. No worries. Here he goes. He's like hell bent on like finding this screw, to the point where like I'm underneath the truck, like looking for it. I'm like banging around underneath the truck, like in the fender liners and whatnot. He then takes the radiator support cover off, so we can see in it more. I'm like, well, hey, since we got this off, let's go ahead and like clean off the radiator, the intercooler, the AC condenser, because you have bugs and stuff build up on it, and like could never find the screw. Well, then he finally found the screw, and so I crank it up a notch, because he would have done the same thing to me. And I was just being annoying. I'm like, well, that screw, yeah, it fits, but it's not black, because mine are black. And he's like, well, it's about to be black. So he takes a can of spray paint, sprays it off, paints it black. And I'm like, well, did you prime it first? He's like, I'm like, the paint ain't gonna stick unless you prime it. He's like, it'll stick. I'm like, well, and then he goes to put it on. I'm like, you gotta let it cure, because if you don't let the paint cure, so you just put a screwdriver to it and start cranking down on it, the paint's gonna come off. And that's just being annoying, like he would be to me as a kid. And so it was funny to wear those shoes, so to speak, for once.
That's it. See, we got Farmer Man in the house tonight, man. Old Farmer Man's been flying some turbines, man. You getting some hours in on that, buddy.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, I was watching his videos the other day. I've got several flights in. Congratulations, man. I know you're excited. Keep it up, and keep doing it, man. I mean, like I said, that's a major accomplishment, dude. So had to see it, man.
Sure is, man. I don't have the cojones.
I ain't got a ton of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have the cojones to be flying one of those just yet.
Yeah. Mr. Margita, don't be lurking, man. Come on now. That's right. Oh, man. Mr. Wreckham Roy in the house.
So when do you get your boat, man?
Do what?
When do you get your boat?
Well, the guy said it was supposed to be here today, but I didn't want to call and be like, hey, is my boat here today? So I figured I'd give him a day or so, because when I ordered it, he did say,
I'd be like, I'm spending this amount of money. Like, where? Show me the money.
Oh, but he did say give or take a day, so I figure I'll give him a day or so. And,
I'd be taking a day. I'd be taking a day.
Yeah. I'll not be that customer. It's hard. It was hard not to call today and go, hey man, is my boat here? But they got to get the electronics and everything in it anyway. So I figure I'm gonna give him a day or so, and then I'll call and go, hey, is the boat here? But yeah, it's hard, man, especially with my son. He's chomping at the bit, because he loves some fishing, man. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Can't wait to get on it.
Right on. That's awesome. My dad's boat doesn't get wet. Um,
Hey, been there and done that too. Everybody used to laugh at me and say, "You got the only boat that can't get wet on the inside." And I'm like, I got about I'm guessing $4,000 platform you can stand on the back of that boat, and I'll hand you a towel you can dry off. But it's a boat. I don't give a damn.
right, right.
You come up out of the water and you rivets on your pocket or peeing water out of them. I'm like, why you got to get in my boat to do all that? Stand back here, you know?
Stand back here. Yeah, I don't know why he still has it, to be honest with you, just because he doesn't use it. He doesn't enjoy it.
Hey, enjoy, Craig. I get it, man. I'm gonna catch it later. I'm gonna watch it myself, man, and with an open mind, might as well. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys, like I said, for being here. I know the big one's coming on, but hey, we got airplanes, man. So what do you do? Fun place to be, man. Fun place to be. Um, Tim said my wife was calling. Well, yeah, you better answer that call, buddy.
Oh, I've got a new ringtone for Ash.
Photon.
Let's see.
We
Because
got
we were watching a movie, and anyway, it's like this ringtone came on. I'm like, ooh, I like that. And so she's like, that better not be. She drives me crazy.
Oh Lord. God.
And so,
Yeah.
because I was sitting next to her and I was on my phone, like just doing it real quick, trying to be sneaky, stealthy. And so as soon as I put my phone down, what she do? She like reaches over and has the phone beside her where I couldn't see it and calls me, and it starts playing that ringtone. Goes, "You did, didn't you?" I'm like, obviously.
Hey, a buddy of mine used to have one on his phone when his wife called and said, "Itch, stop calling me."
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, man, you're brave.
I used to have a one that was like a nuclear alarm going off, and it was when my mom called me.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
And it was like, "Bah, bah. Your
Yeah.
mother's calling you. Step away from the phone." Bah, bah. It was pretty.
So how are you, Captain Photon? You doing good, buddy? Glad you're here, as always, or Ranger, as I so know you.
So how did he get the name Ranger?
Because his picture looks like a yellow Power Ranger.
Oh. I didn't know you old farts knew what damn Power Rangers were.
Are you kidding? Come on, man.
I grew
Come
up on
on,
that,
man.
Let me just
Come
say,
on.
if the Pink Ranger came in a bedroom one night, she'd get it. This is back when, hold on, let me back up. So when Power Rangers came out, they came out like in 93, 94. I was in kindergarten then. I'm like, she would be my girlfriend. And when I say get it, I'd be like, back then it was all, like if you kiss somebody or something like that.
Yeah. Lord.
Oh,
Power
man.
Rangers,
Kids will be kids.
And then he's gonna stand here talking about Airwolf. He's always called me that because of the guy Airwolf that played in the show. I started calling him Ranger or the Yellow Power Ranger.
That played the show.
Yeah. What was the guy's name that played Airwolf a long time ago? I can't think of his name. Right, he's dead now, I think. Oh, that's not a sign. But yeah, my wife looked it up. And she's like, "Oh my God, you did kind of favor him back when he was young."
Oh, you talking about the TV show?
Uh-huh. Yes, that would be the one.
You talking about the old geezer?
He's not old. Damn.
Well, you got two older guys. Well, you got like you got a guy that can be like a grandpa, then you got a guy that could be like your dad. Is he saying you like the grandpa?
He called his name. No, called his name. Prick.
Let me look up the cast for grandpa.
Yeah,
Van Michael Vincent?
yes, that's it. Yeah, old Photon had been on hiatus for a while. It was like he just disappeared, and now he's back.
Oh man,
Lurking.
he died last year, February 10th, at
Yeah,
in Asheville.
yep, yep.
See, that's call me weird. Like something like this, you click on his images and you can kind of see them like when they're younger and like as they progress in life.
Yeah,
I always thought that was
yeah.
kind of cool. Uh, to look at. One of my customers called me and I put him on
True.
hold and we got the music that plays and it's just a local radio station that I literally wired a radio into the phone network. And it was that Dirty Dancing song.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you picked up on the best part. He goes, me and my wife we used to go dancing and watch that movie all the time. I was like, did you also do Footloose? He goes, oh heck yeah. So it's kind of like reminiscing on the phone. It was pretty funny. Um,
Pilot Ryan, he just wrote in here. He was like, "You guys remember how you got those names? Private message thread from my anniversary show. You guys were guests. Yes, we were, and I have pictures of that on my phone. As a matter of fact, from screenshots I was taking during the show, talking on there with you. Yeah, and that was your year anniversary, and Wesley produced that show, and we were all on there. And then we had the private chat too thing when YouTube had the private group chatting. That was pretty cool. And they stopped doing that. So, yeah.
mm-hmm.
You need to check your Instagram. Yeah, Photon said, I'm back, bitches.
I'm back. Well, I'm glad he's coming around more often. There was that hiatus that he had
Well,
left
he
us.
was in the process of moving to Colorado.
Yeah.
So we'll give him
Right.
lenience there, man.
Give him some leniency.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, we're too nice.
exactly.
Oh man. But shout out to Shay and Hanger. Why my phone keeps blowing up? To Hanger Hamilton's Hanger, because
Yeah,
that
he's
dude's a
killing
force
it.
to be reckoned with, man. Because he's progressing quick.
That he is. He's flying really well, man. To be doing it no longer than he has. He's doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my buddy Brian here, man. That this is his plane. I mean, Brian, he's got an E-flite F-16. I've actually did a video of him flying. Granted, he was flying it on safe, but he flew it, and he did a great job. He's got, of course, the Maul. He had the F-15. He flew a lot. He's got a Cessna that's by Dynam that he flies really well. He's got the turbo timber. But yeah, Brian, man, he's progressing really well too, considering he's not been doing it. Gosh, what, 8 months, if that long?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, he's on the E-flite F4. He's got the Freewing F4. This plane, I mean, the man's he's got a P40. What else? Gosh, I don't even know. He's got a lot of planes, man, but he's doing really good, and he's very ambitious. He wants to keep moving forward. So I give him props, man. He ain't skirt. I can promise you that.
He ain't scared.
Nah, he ain't skirt. So yeah, I'm proud of him, man. He's doing really good. Don't have my apps. Come on, man. Oh Lord.
So when's he gonna fly the Bronco?
Well, he said he wanted to fly it Saturday if I get it all set up for him and dialed in. He's supposed to come over Thursday night, and we're gonna, work on it because, granted, I'm gonna program it to his radio. You need to program it to mine. So I'm just kind of getting it put together, looking at the manuals. We're gonna light up the cockpit, as I said, with a couple of lights. It's got the same blue box in it that the MiG has. I believe it's the E1217 or 1712, whichever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Same blue box. So there's several ports for lighting, and other than that, man, it's everything I've seen with James and people flying this plane. It's supposed to be a wonderful flying airplane. That's why I said it's all you, man. You probably love it. Being able to say, dual engine. I believe the props are supposed to spin inboard on this.
Yeah, kind of rotating.
Yeah. So yeah. I can't wait to see it fly, man. I think it's going to be great. Um, so yeah, I'm very excited about it for him, and getting it up in the air and checking it out because it's the finish on it's beautiful. Like I said, the L39's got a great finish. This one here, it's right there with it, guys. I mean, everything I've seen on it, and it just looks mean sitting here staring at me like this, dead on right now. It's like I mean, really, it's like I want to go back at it because it's kind of like how it's looking at me right now. But yeah, if it flies as well as the F7F, it's going to be a kitten to fly, man. I think Ryan's flown this plane. He liked it, I believe. I know James has done several videos on it. Several of you pilots out there have this plane, and I think it's gotten great reviews from what I gather and have seen. Yeah. Oh man, look, Hamilton, you could paint this plane in any scheme and it would look good. That was one thing that Brian, my friend, contemplated when he first got it, was painting it. And I was like, well, yeah, I was going to paint it if I got one. I was going to go with a gray scheme with some other stuff. But he really liked it right out of the box. And I mean, and out of the box, it is beautiful. It's got the ordnance that hangs underneath it that looks really nice. So yeah, very, very nice looking airplane. And the gear on it, super nice as well. So, like I said earlier, if any of you guys have contemplated buying this airplane, definitely, I would say pull the trigger on it. And again, if it flies as well as that F7 of mine, it will be a home run. So.
Sweet. I mean, I like the Bronco because it's a dual engine. It's just, I don't know if it's me.
I don't know, man. I think you love it. It's big. It's just nasty, man. With the way the elevator and the rudders are on the back of it. Say, man, yeah. In person, I mean, like I said, the video and everything just doesn't do it any justice, man. I mean, until you see it in person, yeah, it's definitely nice. Definitely, I will give it definitely my thumbs up anyway.
Right. Well, and honestly, it's probably it's going to be the kind of the situation where with the F-22, like, doesn't have no lights, like, it's just blah, and like I mean, and honestly, that's fine, and it's honestly one of those things where I was eating my shoe because once I manned up and bought one, I'm like, why didn't I just buy one earlier? I was like, because this is my own stupidity.
Well, and that's why I say, I mean, if you could see this one, I mean, I know you well enough to know if you could see this one in person and how nice the finish is, plus, you got the two sets of flaps, ailerons, wingtip lights, tail lights, nose light. I mean, yeah, it's just, it's nice, man. I mean, you can't help but look at it and like it. I mean, it's like, wow. That's why I told Brian, I said, man, I had it in my cart several times to buy it and just never clicked the button. Because I fly my F7 so much, and I love it, man. And I've told Brian many times, if something happened to my F7, I'd replace it tomorrow. That's how much I love that airplane. And I don't know that I wouldn't go with the FMS because I like the fact of one pack. I like the fact of the gear. It's a little bit bigger, so it's got three positives going for it versus the flight line, but I take nothing from the flight line. It has been a phenomenal plane, and it is rock solid in winds that are 20 to 25 mile an hour, even crosswinds. That plane is rock solid with my gyro in it. Um, yeah, there's a guy that flies over in Kinston. His name's Paul Hatcher. He's in here a lot of nights. He got the F7, and he just got it out of the box, put it together. He's had it for a while. He finally got it done, and he called me the other day. He said, "Man, I just want to let you know you were right on that F7." He said, "It is a beautiful plane. It's a showstopper. Everybody loves to watch it fly." I said, "It is." I said, "And you can fly it on the worst days."
Camper to go all around here. Yeah, I've seen. I follow Paul on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they have their field. Their field looks a lot like the field that I used to go to a lot over in Piedmont. Wow, I can't believe I.
Okay, yeah.
Can't believe I almost forgot that name.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cal Fire paint scheme is awesome too. That's a beautiful scheme. I've seen that before too, and I really I like that, Paul. I'm right there with you, buddy. I mean, this is pretty, but I'm gonna tell you, you know me, I love to paint something. So there's a guy. Well, have you ever seen Brian's plane at Hangar 18 in Raleigh that he's got hanging up his Bronco?
Yeah, that's the fiberglass one.
It's got Arctic camo on it, man. So you know.
I'm surprised you haven't tried to pry that out of his hands yet.
Yeah. But his Bronco hanging in his store is Arctic camo, and on parts of it, not the whole thing, parts of it. And I'm like, wow, that looks killer. So yeah, Hamilton. He said Cal Fire all day. Yes, sir. That's right. Yes. Love it.
So, are you going to get the Griffin, or are you going to wait and get the? Honestly, I want to call FMS plane like Barney because it's so loud, and that purple reminds me of the purple dinosaur. Like, change the yellow out for the green, and like Barney.
I want to call it Raphael, like the Ninja Turtle. Yeah.
He was a dick.
Yeah, I mean, the Griffin, it doesn't do it for me. I appreciate the beauty of it. To me, this plane right here.
Do you appreciate the beauty of it? I don't know, Jeff. you should get one and just repaint it as a Arctic camo. Just all your planes, Arctic camo. The hell with it, just Arctic camo.
Oh yeah, I just have a fleet of Arctic camo, man. That's right. No, seriously, I mean, this one right here to me is prettier than that Griffin all day, and I got to get it done. Now, if I were going to buy a Griffin, yeah, the FMS all day, hands down, just because of the color of it, the scheme on it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the gray on the Motion RC, I mean, it's okay. But I got the MiG, and the MiG is awesome. Can't wait to fly it. Everything I've read, seen, heard, and all the forums, all the videos, everybody loves it. And no, it's not a speed demon, but this one right here isn't either, but they fly great. And that's, I'm a scale flyer, man. I'm not out there trying to yank and bank. I like to fly scale. I like to look scale in the air. Any of the guys that fly with me, and a lot of the guys at our field actually fly very scale. When we fly tandem or we fly, in a group, we fly very scale, and it looks very nice. So, I'm not trying to tear the wings off of something. Sport jets, I guess if I was going to do that, would be more what I'm looking for. But I'm just into my military type stuff, and I got to get this one going. I got to get your plates, which are right here behind me, fellas.
Time out. After all the crap you gave me about
wait a minute now. No. Wait a minute now. Hey.
Don't be knowing me like that.
I'm still waiting on parts, man. I got to get the wheels for it.
What are you talking about? You can go ahead and put the plates on, and then like when the wheels get here, that's easy peasy.
That's right. Yep, I know. No, I do have this. I ordered this as you told me, and Rich Baker. I do have that. Got that for it. I got to get the high-tech servos for it. I got to get those. Trying to think what the wheels. Other than that, that's really all I need. And I got to get a bigger. I want a bigger receiver for it. You know.
Are you gonna go straight to a 9-10 channel?
I probably do a 9, man, just because my radio's an 8. You can't do so much with it anyway.
Right.
I'm not going to really sweep the wing probably so much in the air as I will just on the ground because I think it's a cool factor.
Yeah.
You know, I'll own it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm not. Again, I'm not gonna try to be yanking and banking the plane. I just want it to look nice, be scale, fly. And I don't want to. I don't want to lawn dart it. So, I'd rather be more to the cautious side than the. I'm gonna sweep the wing and take a chance. That's not who I am. So.
I would say that, man, like, I don't mean this to come out the wrong way, but it's like the sweeping the wings back and flying it is like hitting the crack pipe, like just the adrenaline, because like it can go bad if you don't have it set up right. So
Yeah.
my thing is do not do the full span flaps, because you need a lot of counter. You need a lot of counter to that.
Well, you know me. I've got Brian O'Barron, as we call him on YouTube.
But he just flies his stock, though.
Yeah, he's got his stock, and it's dialed in right, and he sweeps the wing. If I was gonna do that, I'd probably get him to help me with it, and I still may.
Mm-hmm.
But I eventually want to get a bigger radio anyway. And I think if I had a bigger radio and had everything like Rich has got his set up, or RC Geek, or like Adam that flew with Ryan in the video with him and Bobby. Adam had the setup, man, for that damn thing. Bobby Cometa flew the snot out of that F-14 after Adam dialed it in, man. And I don't know what all Adam had done, but he had it right. And that jet was flying great that day that they were out there flying it. But yeah, I mean, eventually once I got comfortable flying it normal, I'm not saying that if I had enough altitude, felt good with it, I wouldn't do it, but it would be a while, and I'll own it. I'm not afraid to own it,
I'll just say that it's like I tell people, like, I haven't swept mine in flight yet. I flew one, but that one was dialed really in, and it was more like they swept the wings back, handed me, and I did it like two circuit and like handed it back. So I mean, it's not like I landed it or anything like that. I just wanted to get a feel for it.
And they say sometimes, man, like RC Geek that's got it dialed in really well, they can land the damn thing with the wings swept. I mean, but I'm not Chris Wolf, and I'll own it. I'm not Rich Baker. Rich Baker can fly a damn board,
True.
And that's why I say, man, I'll own it. And I know my limits right now, and I'd rather bring it home in one piece than to go, oh shit, why did I do that?
Right.
So,
Yeah, it does get slippery, and it can get slippery in the air once its wings are swept back. But the key to that is, like, if you're making a base turn and you're coming back around, as soon as you level off and you know that you're going to sweep the wings back, go ahead and sweep them back right then. Because there's about a second or two delay, because when you switch it, the wings got to come back, but the radio has already switched over to your Flight 2 mode, and so it's already doing, your ailerons and elevons already, or you're mixing as well.
Right.
At least if it was me, what I would do is just cancel out the ailerons and don't just cut those off in flight mode and just use tailerons.
That's what Brian does. Yeah, that's what Barron does with his. Yeah, he's flying off the ailerons when his wings are swept. He cuts the ailerons off. And I do think he has full span flaps on his, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Brian's a far superior pilot than I am, and he can fly with anybody that we watch on YouTube. He's that good. He can fly any damn thing, man. Never seen anything like it. He was national helicopter champion. I mean, the man knows his stuff, man. Um,
No, he don't.
yeah, it does.
I know
Yeah,
he
he
does.
do.
I'm just messing.
Yeah.
Ain't
I
no
would
doubt
have
that he knows
anything
that.
nice here made in this and wouldn't worry about it a bit. Because if I build it, I know it's built right. There's no question. I'll go through it 10 times. I know it's built right. I know it's throws on it right. And
Mhm.
I've got planes. I've said, here, Brian, maiden this plane, and he'll maiden it, get it trimmed out, hand it back to me, and then he'll stand there with me on my first flight. I'm golden then, and I'm not worried about it after that. Because if I get nervous, I'll go here. You know what I mean? And he'll take it and he'll fly it. Brian, he's flying some big turbines and stuff, man. So he knows his stuff.
Did
So,
did they ever get the A6 figured out when I was there?
no, Bill has not flown his A6 since. He's been flying real jets. He flies real jets for people. He also is a certified flight instructor, so he's been teaching lessons, and he's a doctor too. So he's got a lot going on. He hadn't really been in the field much. Brian was having a lot of problems with his Futaba radio. He actually
Oh,
called.
really?
Yeah, he called Futaba. They knew there was a problem with that particular radio. He bought a brand new one. They gave him a great deal, and he had to transfer all of his planes over to the new radio, and then start kind of remaidening and everything. Most of it. Brian's got a huge fleet, man. I'm talking huge. So yeah, but yeah, Futaba knew there was a problem, man, and actually did him very well in replacing his radio and stuff like that too. So props to them for doing that.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey man, we still got a good crowd. We must be doing better than the debate on TV, man. I'm telling you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, man. That's awesome. We see
Oh,
who the
man.
diehards are here, man. No, seriously though, we appreciate all you guys, man. With the world in the shitter like it is these days, guys, we just appreciate this. This brings me much joy doing this, and I know it does a lot of you guys. It is my outlet. It's my zen, my happy place. I can work on a plane and the world goes away. I don't know about you guys. Flying a plane, same thing. Being at the field, it just feels like my normal happy place. And it just really, it feels good. And it's helped me with everything going on and what our world's going through to be in a better place for not only myself but for my family and everything, because it's like I said, I can go fly for several hours on a Saturday or Sunday, and it just helps me to almost like retune or unplug and plug back up and be a different person when I come home. So
Right, right.
yeah. Hey Hamilton, you better bring enough ice cream to share, buddy. Okay? All right. Yes, it's going to get ice cream. Come on, man. Gotta throw that around.
Gotta let us, it's messed up.
Telling you. So yeah, I see Brian. You see your baby sitting here, man. It's look. I'm gonna rub it for you, man. It's being taken care of. um, and we'll be flying this thing soon, man. I'm ready for you to get a hold of it, buddy. Yeah, that was funny last night. We got everything hooked up on that MiG and it sucked that bag up. Man.
Like, what?
I don't know who's scared worse, me or him, because he's sitting there looking up the pipes of this thing, man. And I'm standing at the nose, and all I hear is this noise, and I see him like, and I'm like, what in the world, man? Damn, it was a trip.
Oh, it definitely sounds like it. Sounds like it was a trip, alright.
I'm just glad it didn't tear nothing up, man. I was like, wow. How you doing, Mr. Roy? You doing good, man? Glad to see you here, buddy, as always. What you been flying, man? How's the weather out there in your neck of the, what is it, west side, as they call it? Um, Mr. RC Addict, hello to you too tonight, buddy. If you guys haven't checked out RC Addict, check him out, man. He was super nice enough to send me his retracts out of his
Mm-hmm.
retired E-Flight F-16. Got him sitting right here, man, and that was very nice of you, man. He wouldn't even let me give him shipping or anything. That's what this community is about, guys, just helping each other out, and awesome gesture, buddy. I appreciate it. So definitely, guys, if you guys haven't checked him out, please check out RC Addict and give him a like, watch his videos. I appreciate it. We need more kindness in the world today like that, guys, and that's what this community is all about. It's just people being kind, being here for each other, having a good time, man. And that's why I love being here with you guys.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, this, we've always kind of beat the proverbial dead horse as far as how great this community is,
Yep.
because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, and I mean, you can't find any better people to be with.
Well, it's just a good outlet. As I said, man, it's better than any drug. It gives you, I don't know, the emotions that you get from flying an airplane. There's no drug that can give it to you, from scared shitless to happy, sad, over the top. Your adrenaline's pumping. Gosh, I mean, it just, the list goes on. And once you land that plane and you're like, oh my God, and guys, I'll be honest with you, and I don't know about you, but you can have a plane, and every time you fly it, it's just a good feeling. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's your go-to, your staple, the plane that you can fly if there was a hailstorm coming. When you land that plane, you're still just like, yeah, I mean, it's just,
Right.
yeah, there's just a feeling that gives you that there's no price tag that you really can put on it. And all you pilots out there, you know what I'm talking about. So I can't imagine flying the real thing. Any of you guys out there that are real pilots, hats off to you, man. I've flown with my friend several times. He lets me have the controls. But, I mean, when you land in a real plane, your pucker factor, man, I'm not even landing my buddy's plane, and my butthole is drawn up. I mean, and he's over here landing the thing. So, if a model plane makes me feel the way it does, I can't imagine how you guys really feel landing the real deal. So, yeah, awesome, and just a great hobby, man. Everything about it, from modeling to flying to the build, putting on the stickers. There's nothing about it I don't like, so
Right.
great hobby.
I'm curious to see we're all curious what's next.
Yeah.
What's coming out next? Or
It is
is it
not-
going to be like a re-release of something? That's
Well, FMS is coming out with the version 3 of the Corsair, and I of course, can't wait to see it. And I'm sure it's nice. There's no doubt. But I love my flight line. And I've heard they're going to release also the Red Tail, I think, again, in a re-release per se. Again, that 1700 millimeter P-51 is a beautiful plane. The Ferocious, what was it? Ferocious Frankie, wasn't it one?
right.
And then they did the Red Tail as well. Both of those were nice planes. So I've heard some talk that they're going to do those two again, at least the Red Tail. And you guys, none of you have ever flown the FMS Beaver. I've got version 1, the 2000 millimeter. That's a phenomenal airplane. Version 2 is even nicer as far as the color, the clear windows, the cow's a little shorter on it. I've got the sound system in mind, and it's a showstopper as well. It's just an excellent plane to fly. And then I think FMS has got the big, or is it E-Flight? The E-Flight Cessna, the great big 2000 millimeter Cessna, I believe. That's a beautiful airplane too. I got a video of that one coming up soon with the owner of our field flying that airplane with a sound system and a Mr. Frank, and that's a beautiful airplane. So I think you guys will like that one as well. But yeah, man, I mean, there's just, I don't, damn, there's so many nice ones out there, man. Yeah, just goes on and on, And they keep getting better. They keep getting better. That's the thing about it. I mean, just like this MiG, man. I mean, you look at this MiG, guys. I mean, I know a lot of you have it. But I mean, 5 years ago, there wasn't nothing like that in a phone that looked this good and the finish on it is like this. The L-39, Dustin, you have it. The finish on that airplane, guys, if you didn't know it sitting on the ground, it almost looks like a composite. You don't see cells from the foam. That L-39 is truly just the fit and finish on that airplane is gorgeous, and especially in that Russian scheme like Dustin has. Phenomenal, beautiful airplane, guys, beautiful.
That has always been my favorite plane, like first plane of the day, kind of like just to dust the cobwebs off, that type of thing. It's always been my favorites. I did see, we see Brian Phillips's, he had that little F-16, and I got excited thinking that maybe Horizon Hobby had brought like the UMX like F-16 back.
Okay.
But it was an airplane from Banggood, and it was just like, it had like 2 props on it, on the wings.
I saw
that type of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's cool, but that was kind of a letdown too. Well, because I got my hopes up. Because the F-16 had already been discontinued by the time I got into the hobby.
Sure. Yeah, it's that's why I say, man, there's just so many things in this hobby. There's something for everybody. I mean, you got cars, trucks, boats, you name it, man. I mean, it's out there. I did the truck thing for a while. It was okay. It didn't really move me. Not there's anything wrong with that. I've done boats. That's okay for a little while. I don't know. For me, airplanes, especially big you got to fly an airplane. You got to fly a jet, man. I don't know. I could turn a truck over and flip it and break it, and go pick it up and put it back up right side up and drive it again. Normally, you mess up with that airplane, you can fix it, but that ain't very often, depending on how bad you crash it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's also what teaches you to get into the modeling part of this hobby. Once you do crash one and somebody turns you on the foam tack or hot glue, well, if you're like me, you don't want it to look all boogered up. So, you start learning to make it look like it should and painting over it and spackling it and doing whatever you got to do. My wife is actually making some decals for owner of our club field. He's doing his AL-37 right now, and he's doing it in an awesome scheme, and she's making all of the vinyl and everything for that plane, and she was working on that last night, and it's going to look really good. I got to get mine done. I took it out of the box yesterday so she could get some scale, and I mean, it's sitting here on the table, man. This thing's like, 78 inches long from nose to tail. It's like, dang, I forgot how big it is sitting here,
Right.
Thing, man, it's huge, dude. But yeah, I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine up and flying, man. I want to fly it bad. And my buddy Brian Brody, he's screaming for a Zero. He's like, they need to make a 1600 millimeter.
A lot of people are talking about the Zero.
Yeah. Well, and Alpha said that he's a big fan of the Zero, so I'm shocked that Flightline hadn't dropped one. Who's to say? Well, it's getting close to Christmas, man. Somebody's going to probably be dropping something.
Right.
Santa's got to come to town. But Motion's been killing it lately now. You got to admit, they have. And Horizon Hobby, I mean, it's kind of like they come out with one, they come out with one. Somebody, it's like, wow, who's next? And then FMS is coming in the game hard. So, yeah. It's keeping us all busy.
Yeah, I think it's funny though how they all basically somewhat come out with the same planes or type of planes at the same time. So it's
There
like,
does seem to be a link.
yeah, so it's like if you know a MiG's coming out or a Russian plane from
Yeah.
E-Flight or FMS, whatever, then you know maybe Motion, like that's a good representation that hey, they're probably coming out with one as well.
Well, it's just like Arrows coming out with that MiG they came out with to compete with the SU. I mean, that's a great looking MiG, man, and Rich Baker loves it. A
Mhm.
lot of guys find that Arrows MiG love it. Um, yeah, and the scheme on it, everything about that jet looks really nice out of the box. You got to do a few little things to the gear, but no big deal. All the guys have already done it for you, show you how. So again, it's called modeling, and yeah, that's what you do. That's part of the fun in this hobby.
Right, right. Oh yeah.
Now, I've got a good buddy of mine. He loves to fly, but he doesn't really care much about building and fixing and things like that. So a lot of times, if he messes up something, I fix it for him. But um, he loves to fly, and but to me, that's a big part of it. Nobody wants to mess up anything, but if you do, to know you've been able to fix it and get it done right and put it back in the air again, that's part of the accomplishment to me as well. Especially if it's not too bad.
Mhm.
And George Watts said that the Arrows MiG is a great jet for the price, and that's another big, yeah, that's another big selling feature for that jet as well, George. I've also seen and heard that too. And it does. It just looks good, man. It's a nice looking jet. You're gonna hang out with him, huh, Photon? I hear you, buddy. Moving up in the damn world, right?
I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Oh Lord.
You like Ricky, baby. What's up, man? Ricky's got
Oh
that
my
match
goodness.
going on.
He's got what?
He's got that Wolfman Jack thing going on. Yeah, David Martingraph needs a wrench because I'm on the bench. Oh, hook him up.
Done.
Everyone's welcome here, man. I mean, come on, come on. We're all equal opportunity.
That sounds like the oh, what was it? It was in college, English class. We're talking about like equal opportunity, blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm an equal opportunist, and then his professor screwed up because, how is that, Dustin? I goes, I hate everybody equally.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Of course, I was kidding.
Wrench, save it up, Dustin.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's like, what?
He's in Blue Man, as they call it, the Blue Man Group. What's up, Mr. Victor R.C. Jet? With the name change. How are you, buddy? How's things out there in Cali for you, man? Been doing some flying. Victor's killing the game too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Victor got a new wife. He's getting all the jets. Damn, life is good.
He's got a new paddy wagon.
I'm telling you, man. Right? New hauler, no doubt. He got him a new camera crew, as they say. Hey Victor, why did y'all quit flying where you were, man? Y'all used to have an awesome place.
Oh,
that
the
you were
parking lot?
flying at. Yeah, they had a killer big open place, and now they're flying at a different place. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just curious. I've noticed it in a lot of your videos. Didn't know if they shut you down where you were, or if something changed. David still isn't wrenched, Dustin.
I've clicked on it like a few times now. I don't know why it ain't taking it. Cause same thing with Nemo.
Yeah, Nemo's definitely needs one, man. He's another one, man. He texted me today, and he's like, "Hey, man, what time's the show?" I had to let him know.
See, I don't understand that. I don't understand why it ain't doing it. Cause like Nemo didn't do it.
That's
And
weird,
I hit it
man.
again. It says Nemo is now a moderator for your channel, but it doesn't
Huh.
I had
That
that
is
happen
true.
one week where it was doing that.
Yeah. So Victor, what was the reason that y'all moved fields, man? 'Cause, I mean, y'all seem to have a good group of guys in a nice place where y'all were flying, and now you're flying in a different location. So I just didn't know, um, like I said, if they closed you down where you were or what was going on. Um, but yeah, Victor's flying the F-14. He's got the MiG now. Got the F-18. He's just been a busy man. Busy man, Victor, right? Okay, he says COVID has still closed between Ben wishes to return badly, only 10 minutes from. Oh, okay, so
So
they COVID.
what do you guys fly at though? I mean, it looks like it's like a athletic field, a park. So are all the parks still closed? Because I got a friend that's in California, and they're always like at the skate park.
Well, it
Cause
almost looks like almost like a factory parking lot or something to me. Apollo is my second location for years now. Okay, all right.
maybe because he's in the Bahamas, that's what Nemo says. Yeah, you don't get a wrench. You're in the dang on Bahamas.
Yeah, really. Nah, that shouldn't have nothing to
Multi-field.
do.
Yeah, so it's a park. So like what California did is they went in with like skid steers and filled the concrete skate parks with sand,
Yeah.
and then of course the skaters they got tired of like it was just like North Carolina like oh like within 2 weeks we'll be like in phase three. 6 months
Huh.
later we're still gonna still be in phase two. Phase 2.
2.5, man. 2.5.
Yeah, now we're going 2.5. So they just like all of them got together, like rounded about together, got buckets and shovels, and put the sand back on the beach. Okay, so he did get it, and Dave's got
Yeah.
it. Okay, I guess it just took a second to do it.
Yeah, David's got his too. Hey, welcome to the club, guys. Blue
Right,
Man Group.
right.
Hey, thanks for coming, Farmer. Appreciate it, buddy. Keep up the good work with turbines, man.
Mm-hmm.
Victor only flies at Hooters' own flying fields, I'm told. Really funny. Uh-huh. Lord.
Oh man, that's too funny. But what? So I've been. Hey, y'all chill. Dogs are like, I don't know. But it's probably about time that we wrap this up, just because of I want to watch the debate.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a lot to
I
catch
feel
up
you,
on.
man. I feel you. I get it. It's all good. Hey, man, look, we've had a great crowd here tonight, and I just appreciate you guys hanging with us while you have. I know there's a lot of other stuff on you could be watching. So I appreciate the love of the channel and just hanging out with us tonight. And yeah, just show your neighbors, your friends some kindness, guys. That's what it's all about. Help them out and make the world a better place, man. It's, it's the song "We Are the World." And you know, damn, we go. Everybody break in the song. You know what I mean? You know the words. Join in. Everybody starts swaying. You know, we'll start a group, a group singing here. Um, yeah, Victor said it's a multi-use soccer field, but I don't understand also why it's not open. The whole spring and summer has been closed. I'm assuming the place is. Yeah, well, you know, they're only letting our football stadiums here house that normally would house 50,000 at our college facility. They're only letting them put 3,500 in there right now, man. that ain't enough to even pay the light bill and the concession stands to open. So what's the point, really? You know? So I get it. It's like
Hmm.
somebody said on Facebook the other day. They said going to a restaurant to take your mask off and no, walking in your restaurant with your mask on to sit down and take it off and eat is like having a peeing section in the swimming pool.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, you can't piss at this end of the pool, but you can swim down to that end and piss, you know? Yeah,
Hmm.
right. Uh-huh. Mm.
I remember they used to tell us like if you peed in the pool, they knew about it because they could
Turn blue or yeah, the water would change
yeah.
color. Yeah, yeah.
I tested that theory out a few times when I was a kid.
Hmm.
I'm standing by the ladder just waiting. Just waiting.
Yeah, right, yeah. But
They
see, they
lied to
knew.
me.
See, they knew you were pissing in the pool because they're going. Look at this kid. He's over there looking for the water to turn colors.
Nah, man, that was slick. I just sit down
Yeah.
on the because they had like it was an in-ground pool and they had like the big concrete steps. And so the
Yeah.
kids we would set off to the side on the steps and like play with our little boats and shit and we'd be like, being just kids.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean if you're doing something like that, you gotta be like, you gotta be secretive.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I mean, I'm talking about when I was like 5 or 6 years old, right?
Conspicuous. Yeah.
Inconspicuous.
Right. All right. Well, look, guys,
But
we're gonna let y'all go. Go watch the debates, whatever it is you want to do. Hang out, chill out. Thank you for coming by tonight. Thank you for being here for the Flight Club debate on airplanes, guys. Always a fun time. And
hmm.
like I said, be safe. Enjoy yourself. Get some flight time in. Keep a log. Do a pre-flight checklist.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, help out your friends and your neighbors, guys. It's worth it. And like I said, thank you for all being here. And I hope to see you next week. We'll be on Mr. Dustin Raven Rock's channel next Tuesday night for round 32. Um, and tomorrow night we'll have Mr. GB Linden with Hump Day RC. And of course, you know the lineup for everybody else. It's on. It's out there. All you guys support your friends' channel, support your friends, show the love. Um, yeah, Dustin, you got anything else to throw in there, man?
Not really, man. You always nail it on the head. To be quite honest with you.
Buy some rebar. I don't know.
Dude, those new machines we got,
Yeah.
they
Get your
going
rebar here, fellas.
they gonna be
Oh,
awesome. Like, see, a few of our customers, like, they've asked us, like, hey,
see that?
can we do X Y Z, and we got some stuff coming for it that's gonna be it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be off the hook. It really is.
All right, man. Well, look, we're gonna let these guys go. And again, thank you guys. Thank you, Dustin, for producing. And
Hey man, anytime,
see
buddy.
you guys. See you guys in the funny papers and in the videos. And next week on Flight Club. And see how the world turns at that point.
See you, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
Take care. Later.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye. Weekend update.